Hello friends, Gyan YouTube channel welcomes you all. Today I am going to discuss Microsoft Excel function CountIfS. So question comes, what is CountIfS function and how it is different from CountIf function? In CountIfS function we can apply multiple criteria over a multiple range of cells. So this function is defined as where we can apply criteria to cell across multiple ranges and count the number of times all criteria are met. For example, you can write CountIf formula to find out how many cells in your worksheet contain a combination of specific number and or a character over a given range of cells. Below is a given scenario where we have a lookup table and employee ID and employee name is given in this table. So CountIfS function is applied by a combination of employee ID and employee name. How many times are repeated in this lookup? Since we can see the highlighted part, these records are repeated. Employee ID and employee name both are same over here. Same way, this employee ID and employee name is same with this particular record, and this record is same with a record given below over here. So moving on to next part, how CountIf functions are implemented. This is implementation of CountIf function. Here the highlighted first red box is a combination of range and criteria. Same way second range and criteria. In this scenario we have two ranges and two criteria which need to be verified. After writing this command, when we press tab we get the count. Since as we saw in upper lookup table there were two records for this particular employee. This is highlighted over here. Same employee ID and employee name is given over here. That's the reason it gave count as 2. It verified or break the table into two parts. First employee ID and second employee name. Here comes the formula for CountIf function. First yellow highlighted section will indicate first range and criteria. Second highlighted section in blue gives us second range and criteria. So question comes, how many times or how many number of ranges and criteria can be given? So it is up to 127 range of criteria pairs are allowed in under one CountIf function. Now moving on to next section. Here we have a syntax for CountIf function. First range, then first criteria, second range and second criteria, and so on. So what is critical range? This first range is important. We cannot ignore it, or nor it is an optional set. We have to provide this information. Similarly, first criteria is required. It is not an optional section. Similarly, range 1 and criteria 1 can be optional section, and up to 127 ranges and criteria pairs are allowed under one CountIf function. Now we will see a practical example. Over here we have a table to look up with employee ID and employee name, and same thing is given over here with a distinct record. So how we'll see, how we'll do it? We'll select our first range. First range is over here. Then we press F4 to make our function variable. Then we will select criteria. Now second range. This is our second range. We'll again press F4 to add dollars to make a function variable. Now we'll add a second criteria. Now we'll close the parenthesis and press tab. And here comes the result. We have two records with a combination of employee ID and name. For example, if we change any of the value over here, for example, we'll change the name to space 1. So with the same combination of name and employee ID, we have only one record, and which we got over here because the name over here got changed. So we'll roll it back again, and again it got updated to 2. Now we'll drag down for others record. Here comes the result. This particular employee ID and employee name are repeated or in lookup table, that's why it is giving a count of 2. Similarly, for this employee and employee name, we get a duplicate record that is giving us a count of 2. Now, for example, if we change any of our record and see what will get a result. Oh, here it comes 3 records and we got 3 records over here. So this function is working automatically. Now our last section. Thank you for watching our video over Microsoft Office tutorial. You can write your queries or comment under comment section. I will reply you back over the same. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel Gyan. Also keep watching our next video. Thank you.